there, and thank you for finding me again here at my YouTube channel Benidorm and Beyond. I produce positive, original and informative videos on a weekly basis about Benidorm, where I have lived for over 20 years. So if you enjoyed this vlog, please consider becoming a subscriber so you'll never miss any of my new content as I upload it in the future. Today I'm taking you on a walk down the sunny Levante Beach promenade, with all the footage you will see filmed on or around Wednesday, June the 1st in the morning. With bright blue skies, just the odd fluffy cloud and a lovely warm breeze, it was the perfect day to get out for a stroll. This beach walk vlog is something I create on a monthly basis, and it aims to show you the changing seasons along with the beach, bars and businesses of our beloved Benidorm. So put a note in your diaries and come and join me every month. With the recent heatwave we have been experiencing now gone and the awful humid and very clammy weather evaporated, we are now left with our usual climate of beautifully hot, sunny and bright early summer daytimes. Temperatures are now in the mid to late 20s every day, with the evenings finally being a lot warmer too. And after a dreadfully cold, wet and miserable spring this year, in fact record-breakingly so, locals and holidaymakers alike are certainly glad to see the sun shining fiercely down once more. The water sports at the Rincon de Loix end of the beach continue to do well, and in fact on many occasions there have been queues at the stalls. The parasailing is always popular, as is the cable ski and the thrill of the super fast jet skis. And it's great to see the crowd pleasers such as banana boats and the fly fish doing a great trade as well. As usual, the prom was busy with all sorts of groups and people, from stags and hens to couples and families, all enjoying the wonderfully kept promenade, whether on foot, e-scooter, roller skates, bike or even mobility scooter. And that's when you can really tell that the majority of holidaymakers here right now are British. At the Old Town end of the beachfront, it was nice to see that Benidorm's oldest hotel, the Bilbaíno, has reopened once again for the summer season ahead. Built back in 1926, I'm sure the builders could never have dreamt what would happen to their little village by the sea in the next 100 years. Next door to the Bilbaíno is the little section called Plato Del Torejo, and here in this small square we can see the bars and restaurants just opening up for the late morning trade. Firstly, we see Maui Beach Gastro Lounge, which is decorated in a bright and exotic tropical theme. And this sits directly next to Italian restaurant Spasso, which is a firm favourite with many. Further along we find a duo of Spanish restaurants called Navarrico Playa and Punto del Sal respectively, who both offer smart, modern premises serving up traditional Mediterranean dishes such as rice and fresh seafood. And of course those gorgeous views out to the sea and Peacock Island in the distance come for free. All the bars, cafes and restaurants were full of people enjoying the lovely weather, and there was really a happy and lively vibe. In fact, you may notice several people waving at me as I filmed, which I always really appreciate. The Old Town end of the beach was particularly busy, and here you can see it gets harder and harder to find a space on the beach, and that the sun worshippers are edging closer and closer to the promenade. This section of sand is always super colourful, as the Spanish tend to take their own sun loungers and parasols down to the beach day after day, rather than hire them at a daily rate of €6 a piece, so who can blame them? And this results in a happy array of gaudy, bright colours which certainly suit the summer feel. It was inspiring to see the coro plural, or plural choir again, as I did back in autumn last year on one of my beach walks, belting out their songs along the beachfront and on the sand, and there was a real community spirit in the air. As always, they were drawing a crowd, and this group is an association of older music fans who above all are a group of friends first and then singers second. Songbooks for their rehearsals are free, and the lottery has been their source of funding for the last few years. Their repertoire is wide and popular, from habaneras, which are South American-inspired songs, to songs from Burgos in the north of Spain and beyond. The usual popular haunts were doing great business, and the tiki bars were full as always, as were the rock venues such as the White Lion, the Guinness Bar, Daytona and Heartbreak, who were also brimming with customers relaxing with a drink and listening to the great music pumping out behind them. Down on the water's edge itself, it was great to see that Benidorm City Council have brought out lots and lots of huge, brightly coloured pedalos for the summer, which can be found along several sections of the beach. These come in the shapes of dragons and exotic birds and are complete with slides so you can catapult yourself straight into the twinkling Mediterranean Sea. It's also, in my opinion, fabulous that the Benidorm Town Hall is still allowing tables and chairs to be placed on the promenade, despite the restrictions of COVID being long gone and establishments being able to open to full capacity all day and night. It certainly gives the beachfront a more cosmopolitan feel, but I can't help wondering how long it will be before they start charging high amounts for the businesses using this extra space, but maybe that's just the cynic in me after having lived here for so many years and having seen it all before. For those of you who don't know, the Levante Beach is over 2 kilometres long and has held the highly revered Blue Flag Award since 1987. Complete with 4 children's play areas, 21 walkway accesses and 19 foot washing stations to rinse off the sand after a day's hard slog on the beach, it is the pride of Benidorm, along of course with the fabulous Poniente Beach and its smaller bays such as Playa Malpass and the coves of Almadraba and Tio Chimo. Passing the newly opened British bar, the Bulldog Beach, it was good to see that they have invested in some large parasols for their sunny terrace, as day by day it's getting far too hot to sit in the direct sunlight, well, except for the extreme sun lovers I guess, and certainly not nice to sit and eat your food whilst dripping in sweat. The Tamboril restaurant, which has been there for many years and has always been known for offering cuisine from the north of Spain, is currently having large amounts of building work done to it. The interior has been completely stripped out and work is now commencing, and they tell me that it's not expected to reopen again until next year. Peacock Island, or La Isla de Benidorm, looked breathtaking, jutting out of the glittering waves. And I even noticed the large red and yellow boat ploughing its way over to it, ready to show tourists the bottom of the Mediterranean through its glass-panelled submarine floor and let them get some stunning views of the Costa Blanca's coastline from out on the sea. There are 2 sets of public toilets set just off the promenade for those who are enjoying their walk and don't yet want to settle down for a drink or a bite to eat. These can be found on Avenida Murcia, which can be found just before you see the sign for Apartamentos Altea da Senya, and just down from Tony Roma's restaurant on the Avenida del Mediterraneo. And there is also another block at the very end of the beach at the Rincon de Loix end of town, just in front of the Burger King's premises. I hope you've enjoyed this cheerful early June stroll along the beautiful Playa Levante with me, and of course there are many other beaches to enjoy in our wonderful resort, including the Poniente Beach, Playa Malpass under the headland, as well as many other small beaches in the surrounding bays and up the coast. If you have loved watching this beach walk vlog, I would ask that you please give it a thumbs up and like it, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already done so. I'll see you out and about next time, maybe even along the seafront enjoying a drink in the sunshine. Cheers!